the human race. We are born without protective fur, claws, or fangs. Yet we have managed to advance our species throughout time. Progression has been made possible by our unique ability to measure and assess our current situation, learn from mistakes, and adapt. Our minds are biologically wired to constantly seek improvement. When it comes to bettering our health, how does one monitor and track their progress? How do you measure your lifestyle? The most common device used to track human activity is the pedometer. This inexpensive, widely available monitor dates back to Roman soldiers who used similar machines to measure military distances. The writings of Da Vinci also reference this simple mechanism. The invention of the modern, all-mechanical version is attributed to Thomas Jefferson and was made popular in the modern era by Y. Hanato in Japan. Though effective for tracking low levels of activity, the pedometer can only record the number of steps taken. It cannot determine the intensity of the step. This inability to measure intensity, and therefore energy expenditure, makes the pedometer ineffective as a gauge for an active lifestyle. Contrary to popular belief, the true way to measure activity is not from calories burned or steps taken, but from recording oxygen used during movement. In the engine of a car, gases combine with oxygen to create the explosions that propel the car forward. The more oxygen taken into the engine, the more energy is created, the longer and faster the car moves. The same is true of our bodies. The more oxygen we take in, the more energy is available for use. By measuring oxygen consumption, scientists can accurately gauge how long, how far, and how fast our bodies move. This is expressed in milliliters of oxygen per kilogram per minute. In this man's state of relaxation, he is using about 396 milliliters, or the equivalent of an 8-ounce Coke bottle, of oxygen per minute. His rate of oxygen consumption is also called his basal metabolic rate, or BMR. BMR is the rate a person uses oxygen at rest. This rate is unique for each individual. As he increases his movement, he also increases his use of oxygen. The oxygen he uses becomes a metric of human activity. This is called active energy expenditure, or AEE. Scientists measure oxygen used with a respirometer, but this method is not practical for most activities due to the device's size, weight, and expense. The challenge is to take the scientific methods of the lab and combine them with motion detection in order to monitor all-day activity. To do so, 3 variables need to be in place: intensity, duration, and frequency of movement. Dr. Eric Damon set out to solve the problem of linking oxygen use to activity monitoring. He combined high-tech, lab-quality accelerometer technology with his experience in compact portable technology to create the KAM activity monitor. The KAM solves the problem of tracking intensity, duration, and frequency in an inexpensive, portable, internet-enabled monitor. The KAM is the archetype of accelerometer technology. By wearing the KAM on the hip, all of the movement of the body's trunk is captured in an easy-to-understand point value called the KAM point. Just like a mile is used to measure distance, the KAM point is used to measure activity. It is the only metric of activity that directly measures and combines all 3 parameters of movement into one single digit. The KAM point's patented mathematical formula is directly correlated to oxygen utilization and energy expenditure. Every KAM point earned represents a 1% increase in energy used above an individual's basal metabolic rate, or BMR. This means 1 KAM point is equal to 1% of a person's BMR. 30 KAM points earned represents a 30% increase over a person's BMR. This can be expressed mathematically. KAM score equals activity-induced energy expenditure divided by BMR times 100. Anyone who wears the KAM gets a score that is appropriate for them and their body type. The KAM also tracks intensity by recording minutes spent traveling at different mile-per-hour intervals. Most KAM users try to stay in the healthy heart range by earning 20 to 30 KAM points a day. Benefits include a decreased risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. The weight loss range is between 30 and 50 KAM points. In this range, you're burning 30 to 50% more calories than your body normally would if you stayed on the couch. Benefits include increased energy and fat burn. The endurance range is for athletes who consistently earn over 50 KAM points a day. Those in this range experience increased cardiovascular endurance and peak performance. Use the KAM with the www.mycommunity.com website to enhance your experience by tracking your points, goals, and records, as well as to communicate with friends and spur competition. The United States Army and the Pentagon have used the KAM to help their soldiers lose weight and monitor calories. School programs such as the Center for Health Transformation, the Lancaster School District, and NOLA in New Orleans have incorporated the KAM in programs designed to combat childhood obesity. Use the KAM with www.mycommunity.com to easily track your own improvement, as well as to view the progress of other KAM wearers. Now, family and friends from all over the world can motivate one another, empowering individuals and groups to move forward and continue their ongoing journey to enhancing their lifestyle.